Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about the hydraulic devices which are based on the principle of fluid statistics and fluid kinematics. So there are various devices which we are going to discuss in this chapter, and these devices are hydraulic accumulator, hydraulic intensifier, hydraulic press, hydraulic crane, hydraulic lift, hydraulic ram, coupling, torque converter, air lift pump and jet pump. In this video we will discuss about the hydraulic accumulator, what is its basic constructional detail, its working principle and the type of hydraulic accumulator. So first we need to know what are the hydraulic devices. There are many hydraulic devices which are based on the principle of fluid statistic and fluid kinematic, and are used for either storing the hydraulic energy and then transmitting when needed, or magnifying the hydraulic energy several times and transmitting the same. In all such machines, power is transmitted with the help of a fluid, which may be a liquid, which can be a water or oil. So in this chapter we are going to discuss all mentioned devices. First we are going to discuss what is hydraulic accumulator. So the hydraulic accumulator is a device which is used to store the energy of liquid under pressure and make this device available as a quick secondary source of power to hydraulic machine. That machines can be the presses, lifts and cranes. In case of hydraulic cranes or lift, the liquid under pressure needs to be supplied during upward motion of the load only. This energy is supplied from hydraulic accumulator, but when the lift is moving downward, no large external energy is required, and during that period the energy from the pump is stored in the accumulator. The function of hydraulic accumulator is analogous to that of the flywheel of a reciprocating engine and an electric storage battery. It damps out pressure surges and shocks in the hydraulic system, and thus it functions as a pressure regulator. Now we will discuss type of hydraulic accumulator. There are mainly two types of hydraulic accumulator, that are simple hydraulic accumulator and differential hydraulic accumulator. First we will discuss about the hydraulic accumulator, simple hydraulic accumulator and its working principle. We will discuss about the simple hydraulic accumulator with the help of this line diagram. This line diagram shows simple hydraulic accumulator. It consists of a fixed vertical cylinder. Fixed vertical cylinder is this, containing a slider ram or plunger. A load is placed on the top to create pressure in the cylinder chamber. One side of the cylinder is connected to the pump and another side is connected to the machine. So in the beginning, this ram is at the lowermost position. During idle period of driven machines, that driven machine can be the crane or can be lift, high pressure liquid supplied by the pump is admitted in the hollow space of the cylinder. This is the hollow space of the cylinder. It raises the ram on which the heavy load is placed. Flow of more liquid continues till the ram is at uppermost position. This is the uppermost position of the ram. At this uppermost position, the cylinder is full of water and the maximum amount of pressure energy is accumulated in this space inside the cylinder. This accumulated energy is later discharged to the driven machine during its working stroke. So pump supplies liquid from this valve, and the high pressure liquid is supplied to the driven machine with the help of this valve, and it requires maximum amount of energy. Now I will discuss capacity of accumulator. So what is the definition? The maximum amount of energy that the accumulator can store is known as the capacity of the accumulator. So we need to calculate what is the maximum amount of energy that the accumulator can store. If capital A is the area of sliding ram, L is equal to stroke or lift of the ram, small p is intensity of pressure of liquid supplied by the pump, capital W total weight of the ram including the weight of the load on the ram. In that case, W, it means total weight, is equal to small p into A, where P is equal to intensity of pressure supplied by the pump. So the work done in lifting the ram will be weight, total weight of the ram into lift of ram. Lift of the ram is considered as L, so the total work done is W into L, which is P into A into L. But the work done in lifting the ram, that is equal to energy stored in the accumulator, and with the help of the definition we all know that energy stored in the accumulator is equal to capacity of the accumulator. So capacity of this simple accumulator will be P into A into L. We can write A into L as volume of the accumulator. So capacity is equal to intensity of pressure into volume of the accumulator. All these points are written over here. You can read out with this slide what is the basic constructional details and the working principle of simple hydraulic accumulator. Now we will discuss differential hydraulic accumulator. We will discuss differential hydraulic accumulator with the help of this line diagram. The main advantage of this accumulator is that liquid can be stored at high pressure by a comparatively small load on the ram. It consists of a fixed vertical ram. This is a fixed vertical ram, inside which is provided a central liquid passage of small diameter. This fixed cylinder ram is surrounded by a closely fitting brass bush. This is the closely fitted brass bush. This is the brass bush, and it is surrounded by an inverted sliding cylinder. This is the inverted sliding cylinder having a circular projected collar on which weights are placed. Weight can be placed here. This is the collars on which weights are placed. Passage for liquid to enter and leave the unit are provided in the fixed ram. This is the inlet from the pump, and this is outlet from the pump, and connected to the inlet and outlet pipes. So the liquid supplied from the pump enters the cylinder through central vertical hole. This is the central vertical hole provided in the fixed ram and causes the loaded cylinder to move upward, thus storing the hydraulic energy. When the liquid is drawn by the machine from the accumulator, the liquid leaves the cylinder through the same central hole. This central hole will use for filling and leaving the liquid. The liquid entering the cylinder exerts pressure on the annular area of the cylinder, which is equal to the cross-sectional area of the brass bush. This is the brass bush. So if we have to calculate the capacity of the accumulator, in that case capital D is equal to external diameter of the bush. Small d is diameter of fixed ram. Annular area is pi by 4 capital D square minus small d square. L will be the vertical lift. Total weight we can calculate with the help of intensity of pressure and annular area. So weight will be P into A. With the help of this formula we can calculate capacity of accumulator, and capacity of accumulator will be weight of sliding cylinder into total lift. That will be P into A into L, or you can say intensity of pressure into volume will be the capacity of differential accumulator. We will discuss a question here. An accumulator has a ram of 200 mm diameter and a lift of 6 meter. If the liquid is supplied at a pressure of 40 bar, you have to calculate load on the ram And second is capacity of the accumulator. So it is given that diameter of the ram is 200 mm. With the help of this diameter, you can calculate area, that is pi by 4 d square. Intensity of pressure is given 40 bar. You can convert it into Newton into meter, Newton per meter square, by multiplying it to 10 to the power 5. So load on the ram will be P into A, that is 125.6 kilonewton. Capacity of the accumulator, you all know that the formula of capacity will be P into A into L. P is given, A you had calculated, and L is also given in the question, so you can calculate capacity of the accumulator, and this is 7.536 into 10 to the power 5 Newton meter. If you have to convert it into kilowatt hour, then you have to divide it by 1000 into 60 into 60. In that way you can get the value in kilowatt hour, that is 0.209. So that's all for this lecture. In next videos we will discuss the leftover devices. Thank you so much.